Love is breathing through us now. Together. Love is breathing through us now. The loving heart of heaven is beating in us now. Together. The loving heart of heaven is beating in us now. The light of heaven is shining in us now. Together.
The light of heaven is shining in us now.
Let's go ahead and start gradually bringing the lights up. And as we do that, I want to share a Christmas prayer from the great James Dillett Freeman. Do you know this name? The poet laureate. Is that the right word?
Yes.
Of unity. He wrote the prayer for protection. There's a whole fascinating story behind that. This is James Dillett Freeman's Christmas prayer. This is my prayer for you this Christmas. May there always be room in your heart for divinity to find a birthing place. May you be as holy as the angels are, as faithful as the shepherds were, as humble as the cattle were, and as wise as the wise men were. May you have the compassion that Mary had and the understanding that Joseph had. And may the blessing of the Christ child be yours, not only because of his birth that night long ago, but because his love is born in you today. Amen. Well said, James Dillett Freeman. Okay. I just got some kind of a semaphore from the tech area. Okay, we're back online. Hello, everybody. Good. All right. Just in time for me to put you to sleep. We're glad you're here. Please find a candle and we'll continue from there. It is that love, it is that light, that spark, that living Christ presence that we have come here to celebrate tonight. That inner glowing light symbolized by the soft light of our candles, by the bright light of the star, by the heart light that shines forth within each of us. We are here tonight to be reminded, to remember, to be reawakened to the sure knowing that the light of Christ is eternal. The sure knowing that the light of Christ is eternal. Okay. Now I want to share with you the original plan for our 2 Christmas services today, which doesn't happen very often, and that's okay with me. Although I have to say we've pulled it together. Okay, the original plan was that Rick Volker and Reverend Robin Volker and I would collaborate on these. And Robin wrote a bunch of stuff, and I wrote a bunch of stuff, and we were going to tag team the talks and the meditations and the meditations and the talks until influenza reared its head at their house. Okay, so a moment of prayer for them. They're actually just about past it. You know, within the next couple of days, they'll be good to go. But they decided to stay home today. Fair enough. So we have shifted some things. Joanne Massey has taken many of the speaking parts that Robin was going to do and doing a splendid job, if I do say so. Yeah, there you go. Okay. And Robin sent me some of her notes from her parts of the talks and the meditations. So if you hear the voice of Robin coming through me, you'll know that that's the DNA that was built into some of these talks. And any stumbles and boo-boos and inadvertent bad words, those are mine. Fair enough? All right, here we go. So let me repeat that last paragraph where I left off. We are here tonight to be reminded, to remember, and be reawakened to the sure knowing that the light of Christ is eternal. Do we see that light on a special day in December? Yes. Do we see it every minute of every day through all the seasons of the year, through all the years of our lives? Yes. Do we see the light in the eyes and through the eyes of every sacred soul we encounter? Yes. That's a yes. Now, look around you in this sanctuary and in the sacred space of your living room at home. Look into the eyes of every innocent, holy child here. Go ahead. Know that they are seeing you in the same way through the eyes of a child. Now, it may be that you're not feeling that so much because maybe you're alone tonight. Maybe you're feeling alone. I understand. I've been there. And I'm here to tell you that the love of God is always with you. Maybe you're feeling the sorrow of having lost a loved one this year or even many years ago. I understand. I've been there. And I'm here to tell you that the love of God is always with you. Maybe there's a hurt in your heart that you don't fully understand. Maybe you just got the blues on Christmas. And that hurt and that loneliness seems even harder because it seems that everyone else is perfectly fine, not a care in the world, experiencing an exquisite, flawless holiday season with no pressure whatsoever. I've not met that person yet, but I do understand. I've been there. And I'm here to tell you that that last part is an illusion. And say it with me, the love of God is always with you. The love of God is always with you. The love of God is always with you. Hear these words of comfort from Howard Thurman's Meditations of the Heart. I will light candles this Christmas, candles of joy despite all the sadness, candles of hope where despair keeps watch, candles of courage where fear is present, candles of peace for tempest-tossed days, candles of grace to ease heavy burdens, candles of love to inspire all of my living, candles that will burn all the year long. You see, this is what we are really celebrating. The love of God expressed through a perfect child who came here to show us what we could be, to show us who we could be. This is what we are really celebrating, the loving consciousness that is inherent within every single person. Yes, every single person. This is what we are really celebrating, that the greatest man, born a baby named Jesus in a remote town called Bethlehem, came here to be the perfect example of how to live this holy life. Jesus didn't say much about what to believe. He left that for the Council of Nicaea 400 years later. What he said was, this is how you live. He showed us the way. You see, Jesus' birth is a metaphor that represents the long history of humanity's awakening to our own inherent connection to our Creator. That, my friends, is good news. That, my friends, is good news. And so we say, let us rejoice. And again I say, rejoice. Say it with me. Rejoice, the Christ child is here. Rejoice, the Christ child is here. And where is that child? In our hearts. Because the Christ light is here. And where is that light? In our hearts. Rejoice because the Christ love is here. And where is that love? It's in our hearts. Rejoice because the child grew into his destiny to proclaim a new and radical, yes, radical understanding of our relationship with God, of forgiveness, of grace, and of love. Rejoice because the birth of Jesus is symbolic of the birth of God in you and me. Rejoice because Jesus is the embodiment of all that God is, wrapped in human form to make it easier for us to understand. Jesus showed us the way, the truth, and the life. He revealed the heart of the eternal. He showed us our story, our story, and a magnificent story it is. It is the great story of encouragement and hope and upliftment and fulfillment and joy and love. It's the story of our awakening. Think about the characters in the story of the night of Jesus' birth. Each of them experienced their own awakening in their own ways. Each of them represents a different aspect of our awakening. The shepherds, those patient countrymen, they would sit in the darkness and be quiet. Think of the awe, and maybe a smidgen of fear they must have felt at the wonder of the stars in the night sky. They symbolize the part of us that is waiting for God. The sheep represent our innocence, and the shepherd's staffs represent our ability to protect our innocence and keep us moving in the direction of our true guidance. The angels are heavenly voices that came to the shepherds, and they come to us too, proclaiming good tidings of great joy. The angels, you see, are God's presence that is ever around us. Spirit is waiting with its messages of goodness and hope for us to open our minds and allow God to come in. Glory be in the manger. The manger. Small, simple, humble, a commonplace thing, an everyday thing, not expensive, not grand. The manger is showing us that our backgrounds and our history are not important. How much money we have is not important. Who our family is, what we've done with our lives, no matter what, up until this very point, is not important. What matters is what we're doing now and in the future with the life we've been given. You see, we are children of God, creation of the Creator, born of the one Father and the one Mother. We live in the one Spirit, as close as our very breath. And inside of us is the pulsation of divine life. The heartbeat of the universe is at the center of every living soul. And that heartbeat, that divine spark, is just awaiting recognition from us. And it's just calling us. It's just calling us and saying, remember who...
Someone's calling.
That was pretty good timing. It had to be a God thing. All right. Just calling us and saying, leave a message at the tone. Remember who you are. Remember who you are, because light transcends all. Life transcends all. Love is all. So rejoice. Rejoice. Today we find a common cause. We light our lights and we share our lights as we love one another. Rejoice, for today our light becomes a beautiful torch that lights the path for others. Rejoice and know that discovering the divine Christ within you is the greatest discovery of your life. Rejoice, for the Christ child's light is born again in you and me today. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Let us prepare to share our light. Now for the folks at home, Bob and Jeff, what's the word here? Okay, we're going to keep going. All right. It may get a little dark in here, so that's cool. Turn the lights down in your house too, and be ready to light your candles. And we're going to enter into our candle lighting ceremony. Now, did everybody get a candle? Oh, that's a yes. Okay. We're going to sing a little bit, and as we do, we're going to invite you to come forward. Why don't we start with the back of the room over on this side? Does that make sense? All right, just come forward, light your candle from the light in the center of the candle garden, and plant it in the candle garden. You see, you are planting your consciousness in the manger of the universe. Are you ready? Okay. Whenever you're ready. Savor the moment. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round yon virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. As you plant those, please put them in the back of the box closest to the choir so nobody burns their sleeve. There you go. Let's just sit for a moment and regard that beautiful sight. There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. There is a spirit that brings the fire, ignites a candle, and mixes. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the hopeless, confused and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, frustrated brother, see how he's tried to light his own candle some other way. Sees now your sister, she's been robbed and lied to, still holds a candle without a flame. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the lonely, the tired and worn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world. We are a family whose hearts are blazing. Let's raise our candles, light up the sky, pray to the Spirit in the name of Jesus. Make us a beacon in these darkest times. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the helpless, deceived and bold. Hold out your candle for all to see it, and take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world. Go light your world. Go light your world. Go, my friends, light the world. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the shining stars to you. Deep peace of the gentle night to you. Moon and stars pour their healing light on you. Deep peace to you. Deep peace to you. Deep peace to you. Merry Christmas. Let's bring the lights up one more time. And sing one time. Let's stand and sing together. All right.
Go tell it on the mountains, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is
Let's do that again.
born.
burning bowl and the white stone ceremony. Love you all.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.